Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be diving down into Bitcoin. We're going to be diving down into the technical analysis. We're going to be talking about the daily chart, the 4-hour chart, and then we're going to break it down to the 1-hour chart. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So ladies and gentlemen, whenever it comes to Bitcoin, you guys can see that we are technically still creating what are known as higher lows. We do have a low right here. We do have a higher low right here. And we have hit a higher low right here, and we are back testing it right now at this current moment. So the big question is Bitcoin going to fall through this overall long-term uptrend? Now, if Bitcoin happens to fall through it to the downside, it is going to be bearish. If Bitcoin happens to get a bounce here and moves all the way back up to the upside, then it will become extremely bullish. So as you guys can see at this current moment, that Bitcoin does have a strong sloping resistance as well. Normally, whenever you have any type of sloping resistance, this states that the price action is short-term bearish. So the price action got rejected here. Price action got rejected here, and the price action has got rejected here. So in order for Bitcoin to become bullish, it needs to break out of this massive sloping resistance right here. So this white line. Once we get that breakout, we'll have a great opportunity to become bullish once again. Now you guys can see that I do have a box right here. It's kind of like a purple shade. This is what is known as the consolidation zone. You guys can see that Bitcoin has been hovering around this zone technically since January. It has got to bounce here multiple times. We have hit a key level support right here around $38,000, and we have hit a strong resistance all the way up here around $48,000. So Bitcoin has been bouncing around this key level area for the past 4 to 5 months. Now, as stated, it would be awesome if Bitcoin can maintain this key level area and get that breakout to the upside. But in this case, if we happen to break below our consolidation zone along with the sloping support sitting at 38,000, then Bitcoin is actually going to be turning bearish, which is not good. You guys can see on the chart that we do have this green line. This is what is known as the 200 exponential moving averages. Now, whenever it comes to the moving average, I will tell you guys right now that these are technically trending indicators. They help you determine the overall trend. So whenever it's pointing up, obviously bullish, and whenever it's pointing down, it is considered bearish. In this case, you guys can see right now for Bitcoin that the price action is below the green line, but not only that, the green line is actually slowly working its way to the downside, which means that there's a great chance that Bitcoin could actually break to the downside and become bearish. Now, if Bitcoin happens to break to the downside below that $38,000 mark, then our next key level area is going to be 35,000. So you guys can see that we kind of back tested it right here. There's a wick. We back tested it right here. And we had a lot of back testing supports right here in this area at 35,000. Technically, as stated, that once we break below the sloping support, that it is going to go bearish. We will no longer be creating what are known as higher lows, which is not a good signal. So Bitcoin, next key level support, if we break down, is going to be 35,000. And technically, we would be looking for a nasty drop. If I'm correct, it's going to be all the way at $30,000. So let's go ahead and check that right now. But it does look like that is correct. Yeah, it is going to be around $30,000. All right, so $30,000 is going to be our next key level support if Bitcoin happens to break below 35,000. So the big question is it going to happen? Well, we don't know. Okay, so Bitcoin looking bearish. In order for us to be bullish, we have to break out of this sloping resistance. And I would also like to see Bitcoin break back above 48,000. So once we get past the sloping resistance and back above the 200 EMA and back above 48,000, then Bitcoin will have a great opportunity to become extremely bullish. So we're talking about a massive green candle to the upside. That is what we are looking for. So it's going to take a little bit more time. Obviously, Bitcoin is considered as a massive hedge against the US dollar. So in this case, the US dollar is looking pretty strong, looking pretty weak. So Bitcoin kind of just going in fluctuation with it. So ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you whenever it comes to Bitcoin. So just be cautious because as stated, if we break below this key level area, we will be bearish. There's a good chance we'll probably maintain in this box for some time. But once we break out of it to the downside or to the upside, then we need to be ready for a big move. All right. So thank you guys so much for being here. Smash up that like button. Smash up that subscribe button. Thank you guys for all being here. Have a great one. We'll see you later and ciao.